O.KEN on our YouTube channels as well. But now let's go straight to our top story this hour. I am ready to go for the African Union top job. These are the words of Azimio leader Raila Odinga following intense lobbying to have him take up the position of AU chairperson, with Kenya already reaching out to other partner states to consider the ODM chief. Raila spoke earlier today while flanked by former Nigeria President Olusegun Obasanjo. Let's listen in.
And I believe that working together with all these countries, we can be able to emancipate Africa. There is right now brain drain out of our continent. It is also actually appalling to see young African people drowning in the Mediterranean in search of greener pastures out of the continent. And because of all these considerations that I am inclined to accept the challenge. Should the leadership of Africa want my services, I am ready and offer myself to be of service to this continent.
Now, what implication will Raila's continental position once taken have on his 2027 presidential aspiration? These are some of the pertinent questions now a dilemma. Pundits say if he is appointed as Musa Faki's replacement, his ambition of becoming president in the 2027 elections could get a setback, as he will be kept busy away from the country. President William Ruto is reportedly lobbying for Raila, with the Prime Cabinet Secretary and Foreign Affairs CS Musalia Mudavadi leading the negotiations in Addis Ababa, Ethiopia. KTN's political affairs reporter Emmanuel Tor looks at Raila's catch-22 situation and explains what each option available would mean for him.
Talk is rife that the Azimio la Umoja One Kenya leader Raila Odinga could be headed for a top position at the African Union Commission. He is poised to replace Musa Faki if all goes well for him.
My brother.
Already, President William Ruto is in the process of lobbying for Odinga to take up the role in a long-shot strategy seen as meant to keep Raila busy in the continental stage, thus neutralizing him from active local politics. Prime CS Musalia Mudavadi is already leading Kenya's push to have Odinga succeed the outgoing chairperson Musa Faki. If elected, Odinga will be in charge of the commission and will end his 4-year term in 2027 with an option for another extension renewable once. But questions are now being asked as to what happens to his presidential ambition. Will he vie in 2027 if he is picked for the AU position? The prospects for a sixth term at the age of 82 would have been inconceivable, if not unimaginable. However, going by the recent development in his Azimio la Umoja One Kenya camp, the possibility of another shot at the top job in the country is still up in the air.
Raila Amolo Odinga ni lazima awe katika ballot mwaka 2027.
Raila is not expired. Raila is still strong. If Oburu, his brother, is this strong, then how about Raila, just a child who was born yesterday?
At a candidate, ODM presidential, is on the table. Tukikubaliana ati baba endelee sawa sawa. Wakiona baba anachoka sasa, akae kando, mwingine jaribu sawa sawa.
Emmanuel, if you look at the factors around why, or factors that influence why a person would be gunning for presidential candidate, really age is actually one of the last factors. The main factor is, do people democratically feel that they can still anoint a particular individual to be president?
And I think the failure of the promises of President William Ruto has energized Raila to come back and maybe try this for the 6th time. Will he be in the ballot? Most probably, yes.
And while other political pundits agree that his other competitors for the ticket within the Azimio coalition are worth their salt, none of them equal the political firepower and war chest of the seasoned politician.
I think that if you talk about Azimio as it is and they go to delegates, I think that, yeah, unless Raila gives up and it doesn't contest, I think they might still say it is him.
Kalonzo Musyoka is more of a very good diplomat than a political fighter in a Kenyan presidency. If President William Ruto, who wants to be a second-term president, is doing this to Kenyans today, what is going to happen if Ruto wins election in 2027 again when he doesn't want to be a president again?
Odinga has failed to clinch the seat 5 times, running in 1997, 2007, 2013,